Because of the fact that Amazon, Apple, Google, all of these companies are listed on the stock market, so you are going to get, then every year you will be getting some of those units that you will be able to sell. Depending on what will be the in-hand final total CTC that you will get is very heavily influenced by your vesting cycle. Everybody will be motivated enough to actually perform really well so that they can get, over the years you will realize that, let's say if there is no increment, you don't get any stock refreshers, it's kind of like a way that some part of your salary is already getting invested in the growth of the company or in the vision of the company that you are also working in, so you know. In the world of software engineering, everybody talks about FAANG salaries. Some of the people that you will meet will overhype it, and some of them will probably give you some very off numbers or might not give you enough clarity on what the overall compensation and the structure of the compensation looks like. In this particular video, I'll technically try to talk about that in India at least, with the respect of the FAANGs that are actually present, which is mainly Google, Amazon and Apple, what is the salary expectation that you can have? What is the compensation structure looks like what are the different components that you will actually get, what you should try to optimize on, and what are the factors that actually influence what will be the eventual compensation that you will get. So without any further ado, let's just start. But before starting this video, if you have not yet subscribed to the channel, do consider subscribing because we are going to put some really awesome content coming up ahead. So let's just start. So before moving forward in the video, I would like to tell you about the brand new offering of Algocamp, which is the Lambda 5.0 course. So this is the 5th iteration of the flagship advanced backend development course with Node.js, but this time it's bigger and better. This time Algocamp has introduced a lot of new projects. The whole ecosystem is going to be more AI powered. There are projects including Lovable Clone, your own AI fitness tracker, own AI interview planner and interview prep, I would say, tool. There is some deep engineering concepts around distributed transaction, using which you're going to make a payment system or a payment wallet system altogether. There's going to be a workflow manager project. You're going to try to understand how exactly you can use the concepts of, let's say, CDC in order to implement different projects. A lot of deep technical projects and deep technical understanding you are going to get. This particular course is going to focus on making sure that you understand the system architectures and deep system concept that a lot of senior engineers are always involved with, and try to make projects on top of that. You are going to see actual scaling strategies, replication strategies, how you can make sure that your system is fault tolerant, and concepts around, let's say, Kafka, concept around Redis and whatnot. There is so many different projects that are actually added, including a WhatsApp system, something like a Netflix-like system, a Twitch-like system, a lot of AI-powered tools. We are going to actually make something like Lovable Clone and whatnot. Do check out the link in the description section below. Get the idea about all the projects that you are going to get and build. This is something that will take you from an absolutely beginner level backend developer to a very advanced level backend engineer altogether. We have received such great testimonies from the last set of batches, and people are actually loving what we have already built, but this time we have made sure that this is bigger and better. So do check out the link in the description section below and use this coupon code to get massive discounts on the current price. And now let's go back to the video. So let's start talking about the components that you can actually expect in your salary. So the first component is your base pay. This is the part of your salary which is credited as cash every month to your account after tax deduction. The second component is RSUs, that is the stock component of your salary. Because of the fact that Amazon, Apple, Google, all of these companies are listed on the stock market, so you are going to get allocation of some stock units which will be vested over 4 years. What is the meaning of vesting? Vesting means that at the end of every year, you will be able to own actually some unit of those stocks which you will be able to sell. When you join, then you are just promised that, let's say, you will get 100 unit of stocks vested over 4 years. Then every year you will be getting some of those units that you will be able to sell. Once those vesting completes, that's when you get the actual selling rights. And because these are I would say pretty big companies and listed on the stock market, so you get very easy liquidity, so you will be able to immediately sell the stocks and get the money altogether. Keep in mind, taxation is applied on these stock units as well. The third component is joining bonus. Majority of these companies are going to definitely offer you some kind of like a joining bonus, which can range around from 5 lakhs to 10 lakhs. Amazon specifically is known to have very high joining bonus because of a very different type of a RSU vesting structure, which we will talk about later. The next component is your performance bonus. majority of these companies will be having some percentage of your base salary as a part of your performance bonus. Let's say it can be 10% of your base salary, which will be your performance bonus. That means if you meet expectation, then you will get 10% bonus. If you exceed expectation, and in fact, let's say if the company also exceeds the earning expectation, then this 10% will be also increased based on the corresponding multipliers. These are the major set of components. There are some other miscellaneous component that will be depending on your use case to use case. That means relocation bonus, some insurance policies and whatnot. We'll not talk about those components as such in this particular video because that can be pretty much variable based on your situation. Now, depending on what will be the in-hand final total CTC that you will get is very heavily influenced by your vesting cycle. Now, Amazon and Google are known to have pretty odd type of vesting cycle altogether. Let's start with Apple. Apple will be more predictable. You can expect that every year you are going to get 25% of the promised stock units that you will be able to sell the moment it gets vested. In case of Google, the stocks are front loaded, whereas in case of Amazon, they are back loaded. Let me explain this in a more detailed fashion. So in the case of Amazon, in the first year, you will only get 5% of your promised stock RSUs. The next year, you will get 15%. In the third year, you will get 40%. And in the fourth year, you will get 40%. In general, if you see, then in the start, in the initial 2 years, you get very little stock units. But at the end of the third year and the fourth year, that's where the major chunk of your stock vesting comes. This is one of those reasons because of which Amazon gives a very heavy joining bonus altogether, which is split into 2 years so that the initial 2-year comp can be kind of like adjusted because the stock units are very, very less. This actually gives a lot of motivation to a lot of people that they can stay for at least 3 to 4 years in Amazon so that they can get the actual meaty part of their RSUs. When you compare this with Google, in case of Google, you will see that it's front loaded RSU. That means 38% of your stock units you will get in the first year. Then in the next year, you will get 33% and so on. In the third year and the fourth year, this will be drastically reduced. So the philosophy here is that everybody will be motivated enough to actually perform really well so that they can get refresher stock units during their, I would say, compensation reviews. And once people actually see that their compensation is kind of like decreasing year by year, they get even more motivated to get meaningful and more impactful work done altogether. So that's why Google and Amazon are pretty much different cases compared to the rest of the companies. They have a pretty different type of a vesting cycle altogether. So in this video, I'll talk about somewhere around mid-level kind of like salaries or early senior engineer salaries altogether. So for Amazon, because of the fact that in the first year you will get very heavy joining bonus and your RSUs will be very less. So you can expect your compensation in terms of total take home pay, including the stocks, including bonus, everything to be somewhere around 50 to 70 lakhs per year. This will also include your joining bonus. This will also include your RSUs altogether. From the third year, your joining bonus component will be gone because your joining bonus is technically split into 2 years. So the first year you will get the joining bonus, second year you will get kind of like a retention bonus. And from the third year, the stock vesting part will be very high. So it will be correspondingly adjusted altogether. In case of Google, you can expect that your salary would be somewhere ranging around 60 to 80 lakhs altogether for mid-level engineers because of the fact that in the initial year you get also joining bonus, you also get your front-loaded stock vesting. So, but over the years you will realize that let's say if there is no increment, you don't get any stock refreshers, then your salary in the third and fourth year will be drastically reduced as well. In case of Apple, things are more predictable. You will be able to find that you can expect the compensation range to be around 45 to 60 odd lakhs. If your interviews are very good, then they can also stretch it to above 60 as well. Now, what I believe is a lot of people try to actually over optimize on the base pay. I believe, again, it can be an opinionated thing that you should try to also optimize on your stocks. Stock units are something that if they increase, then your overall CTC automatically increases as well, right? And just for context, like a lot of people who get, let's say their base pay also are going to invest it in, let's say some kind of like investment, I would say instrument. So it's kind of like a way that some part of your salary is already getting invested in the growth of the company or in the vision of the company that you are also working in, so you know how the internals actually look like, right? So I believe people should also try to optimize on the stock components rather than just optimizing on the base component altogether. Yes, try to keep your base component, I would say on the higher side, because when you will get increments, when you will get the performance bonus, it's kind of like a percentage of your base pay. Stocks are not included in case of, I would say salary increments, right? percentages are always seen on top of base pay altogether. Yes, in most of these companies, you will see that at the end of every year, you will also get some increment, you will get some performance bonus, and you will also get some refresher grants of stocks. Like let's say you will get, let's say 10 more units of stock, which will be now from that point will be vested in four more years altogether. So it's kind of like the company is trying to make sure that you have very good skin in the game and you are able to get your best work altogether. The moment you move to a more senior role, like let's say L5, the compensation structure starts going beyond 90 lakhs altogether, right? In Google, in Amazon, you can definitely expect the overall compensation to exceed 1 CR very easily as well. So keep these things in mind and try to optimize your offers accordingly based on your situation. Now, all of these numbers are very heavily dependent on how your performances go. In, let's say, in your interviews, were you able to perform like extremely well? What was the situation in terms of your counter offers? Do you have any counter offers? How fast you are able to technically join, like let's say you are able to join within a month, or will it take a lot of time for you to join, and so on. So all of these factors technically influence. And apart from that, what experience you actually bring in, how many years of experience you have, maybe the team that you were working with and the new team that you will be joining, the work is, let's say, somewhat similar. So you'll be a very good asset to the new team as well. So that's also something that can actually influence how your compensation actually looks like. So keep all of these things in mind and make sure that once you are able to clear the interviews, you try to optimize on all of these pillars. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. How was the video? Was it useful in case you are somebody who is in the loop for, I would say, getting the compensation structure ready? And let's say if you have cleared the interviews, you are actually thinking of joining these companies. So I believe this video will give you a very clear idea on what to expect in terms of compensation. That being said, let's wrap this particular video here. We're going to meet soon in the next set of videos. Till then, take care. Bye-bye. I am Sanket Singh, signing off.